Hey everybody, welcome back to Harris Family Adventures. All right, I might look a little haggard and tired because it is Tuesday. We got back from Mexico Monday morning at like midnight, and there hasn't been a lot of sleep, but that's okay. I was like, I have to do this because I have so many things and I don't want to forget them. So I even have some notes. Here we go. If you watched last year, I did a video about what we take generally when we go to an all-inclusive in Mexico. Specifically, that was about the Valentine. Well, we just got back from an all-inclusive in Mexico. This time though, it was a whole family, including my parents and my sister's family, and we went to the Barcelo Maya Palace. The Barcelo Maya resort down south of Cancun is very, very large. So there's actually 6 resorts within it. So we stayed at the palace. I am not going to do my whole packing list. Again, I will link down below in the description. I actually have it like typed out in that video, every single thing we take. I just kind of made some notes about things that I'm really glad that we took this time. So in terms of clothes, I'm really glad that we took some comfortable shoes and then some water shoes as well. Let's talk about this. So shoes are really going to be important to be comfortable because it is such a big resort. Now you might be thinking like, okay, so I won't wear heels. Good first step. Also though, think about like the flip-flops that you're wearing. I have some really, really comfy flip-flops. Reese has some flip-flops he loves. He wears them all the time. They're really comfy. But when you're walking, they can start to rub. And I would take a couple pairs of shoes. This comes from somebody who, when we went to Italy last year, I only took 2 pairs of shoes the whole time. I was fine. But my mom, on that first day of walking so much in an airport, some of her shoes started to rub. And then she couldn't really wear those shoes because they would rub in the same place. And then she had other shoes, but then they kind of rubbed on there. Sometimes your feet can swell when you're traveling, so really think about what shoes you are taking because there's gonna be a lot of walking. Be prepared for that. Also, as a quick side note, that's not clothing. Take band-aids. Take band-aids, then you can just kind of muster through the area. Okay, so then also water shoes. The beach is fairly rocky. Some places it's not so bad. I would say at the palace, right where the palace is, it's not terrible. But Reese and I wanted to walk down. I mean, he loves walking on the beach. So one time we walked pretty far down, and there are places that it is painful. And actually we took family pictures on the beach. You can go back and listen to our experience with that. Overall, it was really good. But when you're barefoot on a beach too, and we were just like, oh gosh, it hurts really bad. So water shoes are a must, and then comfortable walking shoes for like the daytime, like your flip-flops or whatever that happens to be. Maybe it's the same as your water shoes. And then for nighttime as well. A lot of people wonder about clothes for like dinners, especially for guys. I think it's 10 and older. This applies to the males. For the restaurants, males have to have closed-toed shoes and long pants, and they say a shirt with sleeves. So for both Justin and Reese, they just had a variety of polo shirts. And then I just took 1 pair of pants for both. Justin went to 2 restaurants because he and my brother-in-law and my parents went to the Brazilian restaurant, and then we all went to the hibachi restaurant. So he just rewore those pants. There's no reason to take 2 pairs of pants. You're just wearing them for a couple hours. So both of them, and Reese just wore his tennis shoes for his closed-toed shoes. And then again, Justin just wore polo shirts. The rest of the time we ate at buffets at night. For that, you can wear shorts and a t-shirt, I mean, Justin usually wore a polo shirt for that, but it doesn't have to be collared or anything. So that's a note about clothes. Floats. I'm really glad that we took our own floats. They don't have any, like I know the Valentine has some. This place doesn't have any floats. The floats that we really liked, and I kind of bought them, thought, we'll see, and we can just leave them there. But we actually brought them home. We put them back in the suitcase. They're kind of a half circle. I saw a lot of people had ones like these. They have like a little place that you can sit then, and then they have cup holders. I really like that. So take some floats. I think I got like 2 for $20 from Amazon. So I'm really glad that we took our own floats. Cups. We did not take cups, and I don't think I would again. But this is something a lot of people do take. We saw a lot of people with bigger cups or taller cups. My mom brought her own cup, and then what she would do is she would just ask for ice, and then she would ask for bottles of water, and then she would fill up her cup. So she likes ice cold water, and she likes to drink a lot of water. She's a big water drinker, so that worked out well. My only thing about the cups is then I would kind of feel bad sometimes for the bartenders. They're trying to keep track of, they can't just fill like 4 margaritas. They have to be like, okay, this margarita goes in this cup. A lot of people had them. I probably won't take them, but if you do want like ice cold water with you throughout the day, I would probably take a cup. I did take straws because I like straws. A lot of the drinks I would want to mix more often, which yes, sometimes I would just mix them with the side of my sunglasses, but I like having a straw, so we did take straws. It was nice for the kids. They got a lot of blended, obviously virgin drinks, and sometimes when you're drinking a blended drink, especially if you're a little bit younger, that can kind of be a mess, so it was kind of nice just to have a straw. And they do have straws. You just have to track someone down to ask for one, so we did take our own straws. Tip money. We took, I don't know how much, because Justin was in charge of it. So we just took a variety of 1s and 5s. People ask about tips a lot. We actually didn't see as many people tipping this time. They're working so hard. And if we go up and we order a round of drinks for the adults, that's 6 people, and we give them $2 or $3, so we would usually tip $1 for every drink or 2. And then for dinner, we would usually tip $5, sometimes $10. We had a couple of people that were really helpful because we are a bigger group. So it's obviously not as much as you would tip in the United States for like going out to dinner, that type of thing. And it would depend on service. It wasn't just across the board. We had a pool server who was awesome, so we just kind of tipped her a little bit more. Our last morning at breakfast, we had a waiter that never refilled our drinks at all, and so I still left a little bit, but not as much as normal. So if you're wondering, and yes, we tip in American dollars. We take American dollars, and that's what we tip in. I brought my fan. You guys, if you've seen any of my packing, my fan is essential. It's just a small little portable fan, and you can charge it. I just leave it running all night right next to me. I love a ceiling fan. I love a cold room. You're never going to get a cold room in Mexico. Our room was the coldest of the 3 that were part of our group. But I like that fan. I like the white noise of a fan, and I like that air blowing on me. So if you can find, you can. If you want to, you can find one on Amazon. Just a small little fan. Again, it's about this wide and it's about this tall, and so it just slides in anywhere, and then I just have air on me. And like at night when we would all take showers and our room was extra humid, I would just sit at the little desk there and I would do my makeup with the mirror that they have, and I would have the fan just blowing on me. So I would take a fan. Toys. So we actually took a variety of swim toys, like to play with in the pool. Those were really fun, like an inflatable beach ball. A couple of people had those. My parents brought a football. My sister's family had like other little pool balls. That just kind of livens it up, especially if you have kids going. And then sand toys, we took some sifters. My mom had brought like a shovel and a rake. And especially for my nephew, those were a big hit. This stuff starts to take up a little bit of space, a little bit of room. Like our little swim toys were really small, but I would recommend bringing something. I'm sure they had something for sale in the gift shop, but of course, everything in the gift shop is going to be more expensive. There's a lady complaining that bug bite cream and sunglasses cost her $50 in the gift shop, and I thought, that's a steal of a deal, but I digress. Okay, towels. They do provide towels. They're enormous. They're fantastic. But everyone has the same one. So we actually took 2 beach towels. They're not great. They're not huge. They're kind of thin, but they're different from everybody else's. And so what was nice is we would really use those to save our chairs. Yes, you save chairs there. Yes, they say don't save chairs there. Nobody enforced the don't save chairs rule, so we would save chairs. And what was nice is everybody knew which chairs were ours because we had our towels. And actually what we would do, so if there was like 2 chairs like this, we would put the towel across, and then that way we could save 2 chairs with one. I dropped my notes. And then speaking of towels, we took towel clips. This was something I think 5 years ago, like really nobody did, but I saw a lot of people having towel clips. Some people saved a chair just by putting that towel clip on there. Again, it's a good way to kind of differentiate your towels from other people's towels. It never got super windy when we were there, but if you are in a place that's a little bit windier, or especially if you're like next to the ocean, a towel clip is good. And again, they're fairly inexpensive. Like we got 8 for like not $10, probably $5. So a washcloth, as long as we're talking linens. They don't have washcloths. My sister wrote a note in Spanish asking for one the first day and never got a washcloth. I am a Norwex fan, so I always take my Norwex rag as like a way to clean myself. But I missed having a washcloth because especially when you've got layers of sunscreen on and you just want to like scrub it off, you need a washcloth for that. So next time I'm taking a washcloth because I need one. And I would kind of feel bad. We would have 2 hand towels every day and I'd end up using one of the hand towels. I would try to just use like a corner of it to like wash my face and stuff, but I would take a washcloth. Again, that's not very big. You could probably go and buy some and just leave them there if you didn't want to lug them back. And just for cleanliness, I've now taken a couple showers here at home and just being able to like scrub my skin is awesome. Okay, one thing I checked that I didn't need, so a big X by it here, is bug spray. Will I take bug spray again? Yes. So this is just my little caveat. We did take bug spray because last year when Justin and I went, I came home with some bug bites. But we did see bugs. Like I said, we never saw bugs. We saw bugs. And I think everybody might have found 1 or 2 bites on them, but I actually never used the bug spray. It was never bad enough that I felt I needed to use it. So again, this is the Barcelo Palace. I know different resorts use different treatments and that type of thing for bug populations. So you might need it, you might not. We took it. I will take it. We did not need it. Those are questions that I've gotten in the past. My last thing here is sunscreen. I have 3 exclamation points after it. I had taken 2 bottles of spray sunscreen that I got from Costco. I will not get that brand again. Sorry, this is not helpful. I don't remember the brand. It was one I hadn't heard of before, but it kind of like would peel up. Like you'd go to like scratch and it would just, I don't know, it kind of, I'd go like this and it would peel off my face. It worked. We didn't get sunburned. We went through those very quickly. Then we took 3 sticks of sunscreen. We didn't really use them as much. Reese wears a full shirt that goes to his elbows. So he would use it for his face and his arms. But if I'm doing like my legs, I'm not gonna use a stick for that. So we didn't need as much of the stick sunscreen. We needed more spray sunscreen. And then I had 1 bottle of like old-fashioned lotion sunscreen, which nobody likes. I understand that. And I don't like it as much because, well, I just don't like the feel of it. I don't like how greasy it hands. And also like my back, I can do my back by myself if I have the spray, but with the lotion, I can't. So next time I will take much more, probably twice as much, because I think we went through, maybe even 3 times as much. I think we went through a bottle of the spray, like 1 bottle day 1 bottle day 2, because we really wanted to be on it with the sunscreen. We wanted to be careful. Yes, I got a little bit of sun. Everybody got a little bit of sun, but nobody got sunburned. So we also took aloe. We didn't ever have to use that. So that was awesome. I'm sure there's lots of other things that if I really, really, really sat down, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys. So if you have any questions, if you have anything to add to this list based off of your own experience, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. It's just going to be kind of overall. I'm not doing a video per day. Like if you've seen in the past, I'm not doing a video per day. We're just going to do kind of one overall of our experience at the Barcelo, not Riviera Maya, because that's the adults only, Maya Riviera Palace Resort. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.
Forget the day we met, your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met, your smile so bright, it made me swoon. I love